They lifted the cup just last week. They're here on home turf. They are your Springbok women. 20 log points on the board. If they win again this weekend, they're going into the HSBC 7 Series for the first time since 2014. And they have the bit between their teeth and the fire in their eyes, have no doubt. And today they take on Paraguay in their first match of the weekend. Ready to rumble. These are the Springbok women. And the kick is up. Great chase from South Africa. The knock-on comes from Paraguay immediately. The pressure paying dividends. Scrum to the home team.
Mark, Mark, let's go. Mark, yeah. Crouch. Bind. Steady. Sit.
The feed from Simmers, captain of the South African side. She lifted the trophy her very self. And joyous scenes here at the Marcotte after a comeback against Belgium. 17 points to 10, the final score on that day just a week ago. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the games were played on last week in inclement conditions, difficult underfoot.
Yes, sir.
South Africa negotiating those conditions with aplomb, and now they, of course, are the hunted.
Sit.
Now Paraguay, on the other hand, finishing stone last out of the 12 teams, so they have it all to do. Here comes Simmers. Simmers gets it away to the dangerous Nadine Roos. And on the outside, surely unstoppable, it's Malinga. She scores for fun. She's in the corner. The highly talented Nadine Roos unable to convert that try. 5 points to 0, South Africa lead.
Let's use it.
Taking her time, measuring that kick very carefully, and South Africa have to be on the defense now. Caught on the back foot, Latergan, and having the chase back after her kickoff is Eloise Webb, but plenty of support in her captain Simmers. Nadine Roos to Simmers outside. Simmers almost getting beyond the first defender.
You got it?
Oh, what an effort on the ground from Paraguay, fighting for the turnover ball. Could not come up with the goods, could guide it. And eventually South Africa come away with it. Can they capitalize on a little bit of extra space on the outside? Not with a pass like that, I can tell you that much. Fine tackle from the big number 11, Maria Escobar Cabello. With the big number 12 from South Africa moving forward, Liska Latergan. Hunting the breakdown ball of Paraguay, Paula Denise there on that occasion. Here's Simmers, the captain, away to Nadine Roos. Roos, hard to bring down. She's a real athlete. Roos on the outside. It's Malinga swinging those legs. She's going the length of the field. Have no doubt she is prolific. Tries galore last week. Tries galore this week. Malinga's in for the brace.
5 seconds.
Nadine Roos taking every moment available to her. The kick is up and the kick is over. The South African women lead at the Marcotte field here in Stellenbosch by 12 points to 0. Eloise Webb with ball in hand.
Use it.
Webb, that kick, not the one she wanted, not going anywhere close to the 10 meters. It'll be a free kick on the halfway line in the center spot to Paraguay in the red and white hoops, which the nation is so famous for. And
Scrum.
across many sports,
Scrum.
of course. Scrum called by Paraguay. And they obviously back the stability of their set piece, want to drag in some of those defenders from South Africa. All the Paraguay players lined up to the far side of the scrum as you look, and the entire right-hand side of the field has been left empty.
On the hooker, on the hooker, on the hooker. Let's have it nice and clear, yeah? Okay. Let's keep it simple. Okay. Yeah. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Ball out by Paraguay. And looking for a gap where there was not one, Nicolini caught upright in the tackle. Eloise Webb fighting for the ball along with Nadine Roos. Maul called. Great defense from South Africa. Tremendous power holding the player up and winning back possession. And for international viewers, if you're wondering what lekker rustig means, that means nice and calm.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Prepared to feed the scrum, Mathurin Simmers, the captain of South Africa, gets it away to Webb, and here is Nadine Roos, strike runner. If you leave her with half a gap, she'll eat it up! Nadine Roos cuts the line wide open, and she's in for the third try.
Roos, incisive little run to score in the second half.
Come up, Paraguay. Paraguay.
When I found you, I found me. Always going through life in the galaxy.
Nadine Roos unsuccessful with the conversion attempt, and if I'm not mistaken, that's South Africa that's just brought the water onto her. We'll have to investigate that further. But for now, it's a half-time break and South Africa leading by 7 points to 0. last weekend and those earned in this. So South Africa sitting on 20 points, Belgium on 18, and Paraguay incidentally on 1, having finished in 12th position. So the only way is up for Paraguay, and perhaps the only way is down for South Africa. We shall see. Can they go back to back and secure their spot in the HSBC 7 Series circuit? Kickoff is high, crisp pick. Brilliant restart that by Paraguay, chased down intently by Maria Escobar Cabello, and Simmers trying for something on the outside. Good straight running from Lateghan. Liska Lateghan taken to ground. Eloise Webb plays it quickly. Nadine Ruas through to the hands of Mpupa. Mpupa, oh, straightens up the defensive line. Mpupa taking it to them. Mpupa tearing the soul out of the Paraguayan defense. Defender after defender left in her wake. Mpupa dots down under the poles.
In line with me.
And Nadine Ruas, superstar of South African women's rugby, knocks it over. She does not only comport herself in 7-a-side, of course, but is a very capable 15-a-side player, usually filling in the 15 jersey for South Africa.
Five seconds, use it.
Eloise Webb managing the time well here, South Africa, knowing that this victory is looking secure, 24 points to 0. Kickoff is high and chased with intent by Simam Kele Namba. A player to watch out for in the South African side, number 2 Namba. Short in stature, but there is no heart on this field bigger than hers. Oh, just a ferocious tackling effort.
Okay. From there.
Slipped up is the right call. And almost slipping up is
Number 12.
she tries to begin the counter-attack, was Paula Denise.
Mariana. Yeah.
Kicking to touch, Paraguay. An interesting ploy from the side in red and white as South Africa send the substitutes flooding
Time
on
off.
here. Libby Janssen
10
van der
South
Rensburg,
Africa,
as well as
5
Jackie
and 4.
Saliers, the only change to the squad
12, sorry.
of
not
this
5.
Springbok women's side since last week's victory due to an injury to the brain. So Jackie Saliers comes into the 14 jersey
Yeah. Let's keep it open.
and onto the field as well. Right Mkari.
Open. My center mark. You're here.
Coming from the field is Mpupa, who just scored that try, as well as
Time back on.
Lateghan and the captain, Mathurin Simmers.
Stay.
Maria Gauto rising high, great run as well, immediately onto the front foot by Paraguay. In opposition territory now, they'll be eager to capitalize. They've been completely shut out of this match thus far.
Well formed.
Green ball is the call.
My mark. Open.
So much on the line in this women's competition.
Hold it, hold.
It's going to
Open
get
up.
seriously tense in these next 2 days. Some teams already have to win.
Get in. Stay.
Nadine Roos feeds to Reitz Mkari, rising high. Roos sends it to Libby Janssen van Rensburg, playing in her first true outing for the 7 side, although she has been on tour before. Oh, hunting there, Malinga. She is a tremendous athlete, tearing down
Knock there.
the potential
From the tackle.
counter-attack of Chiara Gaty. Who just could not bring herself to kick, and Malinga making a light
Knock on my
work
red. Okay, thank you.
of that defender. Now has
First knock
7
by
tries over the course of these 2 weekends.
off. 3
Malinga
and
still
2
with
South
2 days
Africa.
to play. Still with another game to play today. It's the first game that the Springbok women are playing on this day 1 of 3 of this World Rugby
Time back
Sevens
on.
Challenger Series in Stellenbosch.
Bind. Sit. Stay.
Roos Janssen van Rensburg dummying on the blind side. Roos asking the questions of the defenders on the drift. On the out, Webb feeds her again. The gap was wide open for Roos. Just couldn't hold on. Paraguay with a fair old distance to travel and plenty to do. Being hunted down, their biggest player, Maria Escobar Cabello, who has not been used to great effect thus far, as Paraguay have had very little time with their hands on the ball.
Stay on. Use it. Use it.
Slowly as they go, Paraguay
Tackle!
seeming quite sure of which way to attack as Eloise Webb tries for the turnover. And Cabello sends it back, and Paraguay forced into a hacked clearance, which will only go as far as Libby Janssen van Rensburg. A fly-off by trade in the 15s game. Janssen van Rensburg gets it away. Forward pass is the call. Frustration for the green and gold. Paraguay, however, get a set piece, which they have shown quite a propensity for, even when they have the penalties called in their favor, to drag those South African defenders into the set piece. They have not been given a sliver of hope today, Paraguay, by their opposition.
On the jersey. Sit!
Oh my goodness, that's scrum power from South Africa, but the penalty is called against them. Not 100% sure that tap left the hands, but on she goes. Nadine Roos hunting her woman down. Chiara Gate was going nowhere. And here she is again. Chiara Gate gets it free, and Gauto in the back line, just swarming are these Springbok women's defenders, not even in a line, so much so as wrapping around that isolated attacking player who's far behind the gain line herself. Paula Denise goes to ground. Cabello sends it. Libby Janssen van Rensburg's been getting through the work since coming on. Cabello playing half back again and getting the ball away to the hard running Denise. One can't help but feel that should be Cabello doing more of that running than the more diminutive stature of Denise, who's now struggling to get back to her feet. A penalty against South Africa given against Libby Janssen van Rensburg. Not supporting her own body weight at that breakdown, and Paraguay have shown not afraid to kick the touch. Kicking into the wind now, so this will be difficult. And she's come nowhere close. Nadine Roos. Roos with the skip ball. It's an absolute beauty. It's on the outside. Webb with the great hands. And now it's Baloyi. Baloyi. Pass to the outside. It's Masuku who will score. And the Springbok women have done it again. Paraguay nowhere to be found. So they're back, and they're back with a bang, just like they were last weekend. South Africa putting points up in their first match here at the Marcotte. Not a clean strike that from Roos as she ruefully watches that one drift wide of the posts. Nadine Roos unsuccessful, but South Africa very much successful. The Springbok women victorious by 29 points to 0.